who hasn't seen it? I don't want to ruin it for anybody who hasn't seen it. You should. But there's one, well, I really won't ruin it too much because it's in the first like 10 minutes. But when Griffin Dunn gets killed, it's just like, shut up. It came out in 1981, for fuck's sake. What? Sorry. But that's an amazing thing in that film, is that the person who's like, you know, a really charming actor is like dead in the first kind of like, by the end of the first reel. And so then, like, all bets are off, you know. So we like that idea. But, I mean, it was definitely something that we tried to work really hard to... and we sort of had these theories. What was funny is when we first started writing it, there were no other zombie films on the horizon that we could see.
Right.
And in a way, like, what had inspired it is... we were both fans of the Romero films. We'd done this episode of Space, and that was inspired by the Resident Evil games. Because I think when the Resident Evil games came out, you could tell that I think it inspired a lot of other things. Like, I think it was sort of responsible for the resurgence of zombies. I think.
Sure.
The games, that is, you know. What was funny is that when we started writing, like in 2001, we'd had the idea in between Space Series 1 and 2. So like sort of at the end, literally at the end of the shoot of the first series of Space. The zombie scene was the last thing we did, and I remember being in a cab with Simon on the way to the rap party and saying, "Hey, we should do a whole zombie film," and that was kind of the start of it. But then, like, I remember then vividly that we'd started writing, and I got a call from Simon saying, "Hey, did you hear that Danny Boyle's doing a zombie film?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" I was so mad. Because I thought, "Wait, but what?" Like, and 28 days later it was happening, and we suddenly thought, oh no, like, we're screwed. And then we found out about Zach's film as well. It was like, what the fuck is going on? And suddenly all these zombie films are falling out of the... And the only one we were really aware of was, I think, Resident Evil, the first one had come out. But it was so we'd sort of gone from like thinking that we were the only zombie film, saying, hey, wouldn't it be great to do a zombie film, because nobody had done one for quite a long time. There hadn't been... You know, the 90s was quite a kind of like a, quiet period. Cemetery Man, Return of the Living Dead 3, what other 90s zombie films? Not that many. Dead Alive, but not that many really. And we always had this theory that as much as we like sort of John Landis's Thriller video, we thought that Thriller killed off the zombies for about 15 years. Yeah. Not because the zombies are great, but because they're iconic and they're comedic in a way. They're dancing, and so they were no longer. And me and Simon always pointed to that. We thought the low point of zombie cinema was not Thriller, because Thriller's great. Yeah. It's in Return of the Living Dead 2, when a zombie turns up as Michael Jackson and starts body popping. And that was like that was for, as far as we're concerned, the zombies had reached the lower end.
Clearly.
So when you see Return of the Living Dead Part 2, and it happens in the last 5 minutes of the film, and you think, what is going on?